Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another WRP live play TTRPG session. What is WRP? Well, that's me, Faye, game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We are a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own companies. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And tonight we're playing D&D. This session features, of course, the Pooh Bear onesie, as it has been noticed. It's cozy and warm, and I love it. But we also, this is going to be D&D's Shadow of the Dragon Queen. It's a riveting adventure of courage and valor, where our intrepid heroes face unbeatable odds in a cataclysmic war. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. Like I said, I'm Faye, game master and storyteller, and with me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we'll be able to meet our courageous and daring heroes as they stand outside of a occupied mansion that seems to hold more than just their enemies. And we'll begin with an introduction for Vass.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Bass. He is a devilishly handsome tiefling bard rogue who has found himself accidentally stumbling across the multiverse. This week's fun fact about Bass, if I can speak properly, is he gives really good Christmas gifts. He gets it perfect every time.
100%.
100%. And it's evidenced, I think, by the little bardic inspiration gifts that he's given his companions.
But, amazing. We love it. Next up for our introductions, let's learn about Hugh.
So I'm Stefan. I'm playing Hugh DeVere, a flashy, flamboyant, fearless fencer who's ambiguously French. Previously, I explained how he first kind of absorbed elements of just being the guy who always walked around in shorts when it was snowed. So let's move on to other spells that he's been secretly, when they had horses, and open spell slots. He is making a point of talking to everyone's horses at night and just finding out what it's like to be carried, to carry these people. He knows things about the others in the parties that they don't know about because of that.
Things only a horse would know.
Mm-hmm.
We love it. Uh, Next up for our introductions, let's learn about Rhubarb.
I'm kind of scared at what my horse knows about me now. I'm Frontboard, and I'm playing Rhubarb Bafflewander, aka Rue. He is a forest gnome sorcerer, level 8. He's now I don't know, sorcerer, wizard, mage, whatever, of the high sorcery? Red,
Ma-
red, red robes?
yeah, Mage of High Sorcery. Red Robe.
Mage, mage of high sorcery. Sorcerer of high magery. Who's feeling cozy in his new red robes. That's about it. I don't have any fun facts. He's ready to save Backlund. He's been waiting a long time for this.
You have been waiting a long time for this. I've got the notes to prove it. Um,
Mhm.
and then last but not least, let's learn about Victoria.
Hey, I'm Cable. I'm playing Victoria. Victoria is a tall, armored woman wearing the trappings of a Islamic knight, Order of the Rose. She has very pale skin, long braided black hair, black eyes. Wears a symbol of Paladine on her shield, and yeah,
That's all I'm getting.
yeah.
Okay. Just want to
My
know.
train of thought was derailed by I can't even say why. I can't waste my language buffer this early on.
Okay. So, with that then, it is going to pick up in our story here. You all had made it to the City of Lost Names, this Unyari, as Debelin said before it fell. Before you set foot into the ruins of the once flying city, you completed a very momentous task. A test of high sorcery. And Rue came out on top and earned his red robes. And now you've made your way into the city itself, and you've seen some troublesome things already. There are dragon army patrols, and Lord Soth is up to no good riding upon death-like dragon. But you made your way through the streets, passed by some of the ruins of the city, whether that be from its fall or afterwards, and came upon this occupied mansion that Demelin spoke of. It seemed to be important to the intruders she spoke of. The intruders you know are the Dragon Army. And as you were approaching, you had seen as you were coming from the southeast, and you'd seen the patrols that come and go, and there are guards that stand outside the mansion. You see one at the carriage house. You see two at the front door. But what had been spotted inside the house, just beyond all the movements, Vass, I believe, was the one that had spotted her. Becklin. She was being escorted about the mansion. You're still a distance away. They don't seem to have noticed you. You have time here to enact a plan if you would like. But Vass, you do have some information you can share to your party.
I was tempted to think
Yeah.
someone else saw her as well.
I can double
Thought there
check.
were two. Definitely.
There may have been two of us.
It may
I
have been
know
two. I know for a fact Vass saw.
Vass's jaw
Actually,
dropping.
my game log still shows Hugh and Vast both had 23 perceptions as like the last rolls.
Then it would probably then been Hugh and Vass who saw Becklin.
Yeah. So everyone would notice Vass's jaw just drop open. Oh my god. It's Becklin.
What?
Here?
Becklin's in there. Did anyone else see that?
Oh, where is she? What? She'll start. Victoria will start looking at windows.
She's not Faye, she wasn't in sight anymore, right? She was like walking past a window.
It was more
Oh.
past the open door. So, like, the front door is open, but there
Okay.
are guards, and you saw for just a moment she was being escorted to another part of the manor house.
Yeah.
And you would
I don't
recall
see
that she
any
wasn't
more.
wearing any of her armor.
Right. I swear it was her.
Did she look okay?
I think so. She wasn't wearing any of her armor. She looked like she was being escorted to another part of the mansion.
She's been a captive for a while. She wouldn't have armor.
That makes sense.
But I only got a glimpse.
Well, we need to get her out.
Yes.
I wonder if I can get to her from here. Um, are we like semi-obscured right now?
Yeah,
Or
you're like, I'd say 2, maybe 2.5 blocks away. So like you're not right there. So it's all kind of piecemeal glimpses. But no one seems to know that you're there right now, and you're not had to duck away from any patrols yet.
I'm sure we're way too far away, but Rue will do it anyway, and he'll point toward the manor and cast message and whisper to Becklin, reach out to Becklin, and just say, Becklin, it's Rhubarb from Vogler. Me and the Misfits are here to save you.
As your spell reaches out, threads hang frayed at the end. It does not seem that it found a connection. You might be too far away at this time.
You have that little bird.
Yes.
Raven?
Yes.
Maybe we could use that to get a message to her.
Do we need to get a message to her? It'd be way easier if we just went and told her ourselves.
We have Pass Without Trace that you cast at some point too. How long does that last?
Pass Without Trace is an hour.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
How long into that hour are we?
I want to say that this was a fairly recent cast. I didn't put a note down, so we'll say 15 minutes just to kind of put you in the middle of being recent and having some time.
Let's go get her.
Yeah. We're too close. We can't leave her now.
There's guards. We need to get past them. Okay, you said there's one at the stables and two at the doors.
Yeah, so there's one at the carriage house. And I think the carriage house is something you'd hit before the main. Let me double check.
Looks like it.
Well, no, that second is the second floor. It's not the carriage house.
Oh, I thought the carriage house was in the bottom right of the main map with like the cart and stable stalls.
Uh, oh, yeah.
It's like the horse garage.
I see it. Yep. Yeah, that's the carriage house. It looks like there's one that's out there, kind of on the eastern side, so closer towards you all. So right near all that wreckage and rubble. And then near the front door, and this is the door that you had seen for just a brief moment. Becklin passed by, escorted into other areas of the house. You see 2 more guards there. All the guards seem to be Draconians.
Oof.
And you said I didn't notice anything about their movement last time, if there was any sort of a pattern to it. It just kind of seemed to be random.
Yeah, there seems to be, it's not, it doesn't seem to have a true pattern. It does seem to be active, which makes sense. It's daylight right now. Most everyone's awake. So you do see like frequent, but it's not like any sort of urgency, like no one's coming in a panic or anything like that. It just seems that there are a lot of people that are up and about, and they keep coming back, making their reports, moving onward, and just going through patrols, but it doesn't seem to have like a set rhythm to it.
Wonder how many guards are inside the house.
Does it matter?
Kind of. I mean, I know you and Hugh think you can take down the whole entire army one by one, but
we don't need to burn their entire army down. Just this house.
preferably with Becklin not inside of it.
Well, yes.
I mean, we could burn the house down with Becklin inside of it.
I
That
was
is an
thinking about it.
option. It may not be the best option, but it is an option.
We burn the house down, get close enough to cast message and get Becklin to a window, and I teleport her out. All good. I don't want to do that.
So you don't want to do what?
I don't want to burn the whole house down and try and get Becklin out with vortex warp.
Oh yeah, no. Let's. Well, you know, if we go inside, we'll be able to figure out how many people are in there.
So how would you like to enter in?
Well, what are there, like 2 guards out front? You
There are
said 2 Draconians?
2 Draconians near the open front door. There's another Draconian out near the carriage house on its eastern side. There could be more inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're probably not going to be able to kill them without setting off an alarm. 3 of them. Well, okay. Can Rue or Hugh figure out if there's another way in?
Yeah, someone could sneak around and try and see if there's another way in.
Is Pass Without Trace the one where it's like you have to be within a certain range of the caster?
You have to be within 30 feet
Yeah.
of the caster, yep.
I mean, do you want to sneak in again?
Yeah, we want to sneak in, so we need to.
Right.
Like, there
Who
must be a
wants to
window or something somewhere where we can climb in.
I can, as always, I can make 2 of you invisible for an hour.
Well, I think we all need to go in.
I'm pretty sneaky.
And Hugh's very sneaky.
I am.
Linda. Invisible sneaky twins.
So, Rue, are you making anyone invisible?
Sure, why not? Do you have any last words before I make you 2 invisible? Good, that's what I thought. And Rue's gonna smack both of them on the butt, one hand on each cheek, and cast invisibility twin spell. And they're gonna disappear from view.
Rue all sorts of confident and cocky now that he's got red robes.
That's right. And I'm gonna use, what's that? I got some sort of feature that reduces the meta magic cost
Yeah.
by 1. Not that.
The
But it does.
lunar thing.
Lunar boon.
Yeah. But so 2 of you are invisible. And I'm gonna ask for stealth checks as you make your way towards and around the house.
So they're with advantage and they're +10.
If you are invisible, you have advantage, and then +10 from Hugh. Although Hugh got a natural 20,
So,
so
34.
25.
25.
I am thankful for the advantage because I rolled a natural 1.
Oof. Victoria, you rolling a stealth, or are you
Oh,
hunkering?
oh,
Because
okay.
I mean,
thought we
you
were- oh,
yeah, you said that you thought you all needed to go inside, so I
yeah,
was asking if you were stealthing along with them.
hell yeah.
Go for
Okay.
it.
Wait.
That would be a 9. And
Wait,
if we still have pass, a 19.
Where are you going, Victoria? Wait, don't leave me here.
Well, come on.
Fine,
Let's see
fine,
it.
we're doing this.
They're gonna need our help.
Oh man, this is great. Um. So, as your
I thought they were looking for a different way in, and we were gonna stay here.
both can be
Oh.
true. They could be finding a way in, and you
Thought
could
we
have
were
still.
going in.
As you all move, you're able to sort of scooch past the visual gaze of the Draconian guards and sort of take a look around the house. You get past the wreckage, and on the back porch you would find there is a 4th Draconian on guard. Sort of keeping watch over this side of the house. As you're looking around, it seems that all the ground floor entrances have some sort of visual guard covered, meaning that a other entrance in would be risky. You could try and go from the wreckage of the house, but that might cause some noise if it gets a little disturbed towards the 2nd floor.
So we're around the back side, right?
Right, so if you're looking at the house of the map, that eastern area next to the wreckage, you can turn, and around that corner you'd see that square that is the back patio has another Draconian looking at it. So kind of putting you in on that wreckage side. You can try and get through the wreckage to get inside, or you could try one of the guards. Who knows?
He calls a distraction.
Victoria, you're good at climbing walls, right? There's a balcony on the 2nd floor, isn't there? On the kind of that northwesty section. Is that what that is? Double doors and a balcony?
No, that's I think stairs up to it. Let me double check.
Just kind of look like a building.
The thing that's 3 squares wide and 1 square
Yeah.
deep.
And has
Yeah,
double
with
doors.
the railing.
Let
Yeah,
me
it looks like it's on the outside of the building.
yeah, I'm double checking. Hold on.
I think it's
Yeah, no, actually, you're right. There is a small balcony that overlooks the patio.
But there's Draconian back here.
Yes, there's Draconian that's on the patio.
Right under the balcony.
Yeah.
So, what are you getting at, Rue?
Oh, I just thought you could climb up to that balcony and not be seen. I mean, you can go like up those vertical surfaces and stuff.
He's standing right there.
I could use major image.
You can't cast spell. Well, you could cast spells.
You lose your invisibility though.
Right. Right. Never mind.
Uh,
Or you could cast a spell.
I know. I'm looking. My minor illusion's 30 feet away. I'm trying to figure out where I make the noise come from and what the noise sounds like.
Can you do something to mask noise?
I can make louder noises.
No, no, no. We don't want to attract more attention. But if we can keep his death quiet.
I don't think that what I can do can mask sounds. It can just make sounds.
Can you make things quiet around us?
I can cast silence. That would end the
Oh,
ask about trace though.
And invisibility.
do we need them at this point?
I mean, it only would end invisibility on you.
Hold on. What kind of noise would be appropriate to distract a guard in this type of environment?
What sort of noise do you think?
Around the corner.
What did Victoria say?
Someone whispering around the corner.
I could only make it go 30 feet away. I don't know if I can reach that corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be close. If I sneak up to the northeast corner of the back patio, can I get a minor illusion sound to the far corner of the back patio, the west side of it? It's like right at 6 squares. Oh, that'd be close.
So, two things to keep in mind here. You'll have to sneak over to that area.
Mm-hmm.
And does your spell have a verbal component?
Minor illusion does not. It's material and somatic.
Those are the only things that you need to keep in mind. So, of course, this
Got
is
it.
your choice of what you are doing. If you are going to try and sneak forward, I will require a stealth roll.
Heck yeah, I'm trying to sneak for it. I'm going right to that corner, the northeasternmost corner of the patio first. So I'll do the stealth free first. And I assume I get pass. Well, that was almost a nat 20. So 16, if there's pass, it's 26.
Minor illusion, you said?
Yeah, and let's see, can I make voices with that, or is it just sounds? It can be a voice or someone else's voice. We've heard Draconians speak in the past, correct?
I'm not sure anyone speaks their language, though. Of us.
The
Oh.
the sound you can create, it can be either a whisper, from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, someone else's voice, anything like that. However, it can't be like words. Like you can't use it to deliver a message.
Ah, got it.
What about the noises from those gas we just saw?
You did see a few ghasts, and and you heard how they sounded when they were eating.
Okay. Let's make it sound like ghasts chomping down on something just as far around the corner as I can make it sound like it's coming from.
Okay.
Kind of slurpy and sloppy like the Sanguine dice set.
How dare you? How dare you bring those into this?
Squishy dice.
Okay. Our guard sort of snarls and sniffs the air, turning to face the sound as it will go to investigate, giving you a brief opening here.
Okay. Can I grab Rue and run up the wall?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
So, Rue and Victoria run up the wall. Hugh, Vass, you see this? Do you do anything?
Climbing up after them. Yes, I can
Okay.
do that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Rangers.
I will
Go,
attempt
Ranger,
that,
go.
but it's not going to go well for me.
I will ask for an athletics check from Vass.
Oh no.
Oh, let's see with my whole +0. That's a 10.
Okay.
I love it.
It's good thing that you're invisible and no one's seeing you struggle. Um, Vass, man, you managed to make your way up, but it's definitely like you're panting. You can feel where like the hair is like the sweat is having it stick to the forehead. But again, no one can see you right now, so you're fine.
That's is super out of breath when he gets up there.
Fast, we
He's going to be
can
sort of
still
miles.
hear you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So
It sounds like when you come off stage after playing a real vigorous set. It's the exact same thing. Huffing and puffing.
you are on the balcony over the patio. You have this visual of the Draconian returning to its post and sort of sitting down, grumbling something in a language that you don't quite recognize. Ah. There is a door that leads into the second floor. What would you like to do?
Oh my god, we're in. Or I should say, thank Paladin, we're in.
Hopefully the door is not locked.
Hacker voice. I mean,
no one locks
Like it.
interior doors.
the door is unlocked. You can enter in. You see now this hallway kind of turns. You can see the stairs that descend down to the first floor. Two more doors here that lead to other rooms. They are currently closed. One almost immediately due south, the other one closer towards the staircase.
And when I saw Becklin, she was on the main floor.
She was on the main floor.
Well, I mean, there can't be too much stuff up here. Let's just check and make sure.
I could try and make sure she's in there before you go in.
What do you
Rue's
think,
gonna
Hugh?
point toward the south door and cast message again. Same thing. Becklin, it's Rue from Vogler. Me and the Misfits are here to save you.
Misfits?
Right?
Misfits, Misfits. That's
Oh, that's
that's
right.
your first name.
Let me just check something here.
God, you're messing it up.
I mean, the verbal component is the whisper.
Yeah.
You can return the whisper
Yep.
back that nobody else can hear.
I was just checking to see certain things. Okay,
That's
yeah.
fine.
Nope. So, okay, so it's not functioning the way that I thought it was. That's totally cool. Ruba, it is good to hear your voice. I am perhaps not much aid. I've been held prisoner since the battle at Vogler. Even now, I'm under surveillance.
She said she's under surveillance. She talks a lot too.
Let an old woman have her ways.
Could you ask where he is currently at?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Okay, Rootcast message again. Oh, all right, Becklin, are you on the first or second floor? And how many guards are around you?
I'm still on the first floor. I'm in a... It seems a resting house. And currently, there are 8 soldiers.
8 soldiers?
There are 8 around me. They are not all conscious. They take their turns resting and watching.
Okay, final message. Okay, hang tight. We'll get you out. And we will turn to the others and relay an abridged version of what she said. She's downstairs in a resting house. There's 8 soldiers here. I don't know if she means there's 8 around them or 8 total in this house.
From your question, she's probably saying that there are 8 around her currently.
Let's plan for 8 around her. She's downstairs. Did I say that? She's downstairs. Soldiers.
So, you know where Becklin's at. You still have the 2 rooms up here if you'd like to perhaps investigate them. You're welcome to.
Could I walk up to the closest door and just listen?
Yeah. Go ahead, give me a perception check, please.
21.
I should probably change since you're now inside the mansion. 21. You hear the sound of a pen and paper. Someone is writing as you listening.
Okay. I'll walk back to the others and I'll think. Someone's definitely in that room. Sounds like they're writing something.
Maybe an officer.
Draconians, can they even write? You barely even tie their bootlaces.
Okay. I guess Hugh is still invisible, right?
Mm-hmm.
You and Vask are currently still invisible.
Well, what do you think, Hugh? Should we pass them by?
For now, I guess.
Hmm.
We can always do the direct route later.
Okay, what's did you hear anything in the other door?
No.
Fast. Mhm.
I haven't checked, but I'll go do that now.
I'll ask for another perception check.
Step in.
8 is silent.
Okay, I'll head back. I'll be like, I didn't hear anything. Seems like it might be empty.
Okay. All right. So Victoria will creep that door open in the room that they didn't hear anything.
Great. Can you roll for me a stealth check?
And pass is gone, right?
No. Pass stays up.
Oh shit. Pardon me. Yeah, heck yeah. 19 on disadvantage.
Wow.
Well, hold on. Let me
Oop.
double check because pass may still be up, but you might be out of range.
Okay. Well, without it, I got a 19.
Yeah, so you'd be just out of range of the pass without a trace.
Okay.
But a 19 is still very good. So as you creak open the door, the library that you see ahead of you, all of the books have seemed to have fallen to rot. There are 2 desks beneath the tall windows that are covered in papers and candles. And you would notice that there are officers here. 3 of them, acting, it seems, some sort of clerks or reports as they are doing book work. They do not seem to have noticed you.
And they're draconians.
No, these are just dragon army officers. They look to be human.
I slowly close the door
Okay.
and turn my head. 3 officers. So that,
That's great. You can see him.
and then like slowly tippy toe back, be like, okay, it's like it's all officers up here.
If they hear a ruckus, they might come running downstairs.
Yes.
But if there's someone downstairs and they hear a ruckus up here, they might come running up here.
When we're downstairs, you won't need pass as much. Maybe you can make it quiet, and then maybe the people upstairs won't hear us. Although he won't be invisible anymore. Although if we're fighting, we won't be invisible anyway.
Why don't you just go see what's downstairs? Maybe see if it's safe for us to go down there.
Sure.
I will
Take
ask.
advantage of that invisibility and pass.
Yeah, I will ask for a stealth roll, please.
That'll be a 28.
Dang.
Okay. For those of you that head down, do, do, do. You see at the bottom of the stairs a fire burning in the marble fireplace of a large salon. The room's tall windows have been boarded over. Its rotted furnishings shoved aside to make room for mismatched and gouged dining tables. On the north side of the room is where the stairwell descends and lets off. And you would notice a hallway and the back door closest to you. On the south side of the room, there is a door, and then another door to the east. You see there are figures here. There are 3 dragon army soldiers and 3 draconians. You would see one like the figure out on the patio, the ones that drip acid. And then the others were the ones that their bones explode upon death.
Oh. The drippy acid and the bone exploding are like mingled with the other ones, with everyone?
They're all like out of all the 6 guys that are present, they are there, all dressed in dragon army armor, eating a meal.
And okay, but only Vast is this, because Vast is the one that's stuck down.
Hugh also stuck now, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
So the people who are invisible.
He's invisible, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Really want to whisper something to Hugh, but there's people right there.
Hmm.
Were we holding hands on our way down, like we sometimes do when we're invisible?
Of course we were.
Okay.
Love it.
That will hold the hand up. That's holding Hugh's hand and like whip it up as if to motion like let's go back upstairs.
Okay. Hugh follows your lead.
Do we need to make another roll or do we just get upstairs? Or...
You'll just be able to get upstairs. So you guys make it back up.
Okay. All right. We've got 2 detonators and an acid trip and a couple of dragon army soldiers.
This is swarming.
Then is Backlund in there, down there?
Let me see back on.
So Backlund's in a
But there's
room with another
plenty of other
8.
rooms down there. Essentially, yeah.
I'm not good at math, but that's like 20.
How fast do you think we can kill them all? Hugh.
Oh, I'm sure we
Stop feeding into my paladin-ness.
Just create a choke point and bring them down one by one.
I'm really surprised by that answer.
Is there any way to sneak from the stairwell to other rooms without being seen by the ones you saw?
I think so. At least some of the rooms.
All of us?
It'll be tricky, but doable, technically.
Oh my god, we're all terrible. Maybe if you and Hugh can find out where Declan is, then we'll have a better idea of what we need to do.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna head back downstairs then.
Back down again.
Again,
Oh my
That's-
one less need for love
Loading
message.
screen.
Man, if only I had like the DM loading screen, like little prompt cards. But yeah, why don't we get another stealth roll?
$26.
Beautiful.
33.
As you're making your way down, again, you have the hallway that heads towards the east. You can see two doors. Here, there's that open space at the bottom of the stairs that you'd seen the figures eating in. You don't seem to draw attention to yourselves. Where do you go?
Vass will tug on Yu's hand to go down the east corridor.
Okay. There is, as you're moving down towards the east, the first door you come for is to your right. It's towards the south. You can smell there is some sort of food or rations being cooked. It seems that that's probably the kitchen. There is another door. It's not terribly far from here. As you approach,
I'd like to listen.
go ahead, give me a perception check.
16.
You do hear the sound of heavy breathing and a few snores.
I try and like crack the door open and peek in.
I'm going to ask for a stealth check here.
Oh, 36.
Yeah, as you crack the door open and look in, you see rows of identical cots, all with weathered packs, crowding the floor. There are these ornate mosaics crumbling with age on the walls. And there are 9 people in this room. 8 dragon army soldiers resting, some of them in a deep sleep, others seem to be taking more leisurely activities. And Becklin. None seem to notice you.
Okay, I'll slowly close the door.
Okay.
And then once again, motion if you to go upstairs to the other 2.
Eh.
All right. Once again, back up the stairs to where Rue and Victoria are at. And as you are making your way there, but before you can debrief on what you've seen, this is where we are going to take our first ad break. So, Stick around. We will be back to continue our story. But before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're very important to us at Will Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen. These donations not just support us through us at Will Witch RP. They also unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting everyone who plays with us until the next month. These are all sorts of fun things: special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests. Full list is available on our Discord. So hang with us. We'll see you all very soon. Not me dropping bombs during the ad break. But we are back in action here as Vass and Hugh return once again to Rue and Victoria, who are still in top portion where all these Dragon Army officers are none the wiser.
You're killing me. You're all killing me. Okay, so wait. So you want me to create a distraction and get them all to chase me? I don't know that they'll all chase me.
Oh, I don't
No?
know. I'm just
No, we're back
thinking
on
up things. I don't know if that's a good idea, Victoria. I don't want you to die.
Well, that's
it.
touching.
Declan.
Did you find Becklin?
Okay.
She's in a sleeping quarters, and as she said, there's 8 guards in there with her. Some of them are sleeping, and some of them are just relaxing.
Can we get her out without being noticed?
That might be difficult because not all the guards were sleeping, and that's in addition to the 6 that we already mentioned.
Sorry. What I actually meant was, can we get to her without being noticed? I'm sorry.
Um, were any of the 6 guards looking towards the stairs when we were down there, or were they all kind of doing their own thing in that
They're
room?
all
With the tables.
they're kind of all seated at the tables and eating, but they're spaced enough that they can see the entrances, and so there is a high chance of being spotted just because of where the stairs sort of lead out. Now, there's always the chance that, amazing on stealth, it might not see you, but so far the 2 that have been going down have been invisible, so.
Mm-hmm. I think it would be tricky. I think there's a good chance that the 2 of you would be seen.
Rue in his red robes being seen? No.
I'm pretty small and stealthy though. It just looks like a aberration in their eyes, like they have a little migraine, like little sparkles and flashes. It's almost like a cloak of displacement.
Well, I mean, it seems like there's going to be a fight in the room with Becklin. So, I mean, either we need to pull some of them away from the house, or we just need to kill them all fast.
I mean, I
This is a
It's
paladin's subtle
cool.
tactics.
I could go out on the balcony and cast an illusion of something rampaging around outside to see if I can draw as many of them as possible out of the house so that we can sit down, smash and grab.
It sounds like a plan.
It's a plan. That's certainly what you could say to describe it. That you could use. Yes. I was
Okay.
thinking,
Rue, as the eldest. I didn't hear that. Sorry, Vass.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, I was thinking I would have like a boulet coming out of the ground and then rampaging around.
Oh. So, Rue, you're the eldest. What do you think?
Gotta try something. We'll take it as it comes.
Okay, that he was totally on board with this. That's what that means.
Rue's gotta cast message toward where he thinks Becklin is and say, Vass is going to cause a commotion. We'll probably be down there soon. Be ready.
Okay, I'm just seeing what major image has for component. Verbal, thematic, and material. Oh, I'm gonna have to be quiet when I'm on the balcony so the guy below me doesn't hear me, but
Well,
Just crouch down so he can't see you.
must have been the wind.
pretty soon he'll have a boulet together.
But all right. As Vass is moving out to the balcony to prepare this spell, are the rest of you doing anything?
Don't she just getting her sword in hand and shield ready? Oh, you know what? I can't see you. Okay.
You can see a gnome in red robes.
Yeah. Well, I don't have nothing for the gnome in red robes.
What if the officers come out these doors?
You can't mess with the plan now. It's already going.
Just be ready. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
they're supposed to come out and be distracted
How
by
do
the
you
things on the
upstairs,
llama,
though?
so we can go down there and free Becklin. She's obviously missing the point where they're standing here, where they would be seen.
Well, Rue, can you do the twinned invisibility thing again? Because I could have Hugh come out to the balcony with me, so at least we're outside. Invisibility is going to drop on me anyway when I cast the spell, and then you could recast it on you two and just stand up against a wall so that if the officers come out of the library, they'll just run right past you down the stairs.
You think that's what's going to happen?
Sounds like a lot of work.
Oh,
I actually don't know if I have quite enough sorcery. I might have enough sorcery points for that. I'm not even sure.
When I hear Vass start casting, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
I'm hoping not to be loud enough for the guy below me to hear me, let alone you guys to hear me inside.
Alright. So. What is the plan here? I know what Vass is doing, but I've heard ideas. I want to know specifically what's going to happen so I can understand what the response of the world is.
I mean, what it sounded like was we were gonna wait for the illusion to distract them and then sneak into the room with Becklin and murder all these people. I think that was with the consensus.
So are Rue and Victoria starting to head down the stairs now?
Um, I don't know, Rue. What?
We don't know where he. Are there windows in this hallway? Is that what I see, like on the stairwell and
Uh,
like the west end of the hallway?
Yeah, the windows are sort of near the stairs, kind of creating like this light coming in. There's one window off to the side. That's a second story window. The windows on the ground floor, as noticed by our invisible folks, are all boarded up. So
Okay. Yeah. Let's go onto the stairwell, like halfway down, so we're not seen by the people downstairs, but we can still see maybe or hear if they kind of run off. Why not?
Okay.
right. Then I'll ask for a stealth check from Rue and Victoria to creep
Is,
down.
is Hugh in the area too, or is he staying with Vass?
From my understanding, Hugh is going with Bass to the outside.
Yep, we're holding hands and being best buds.
Right.
Oh, like Tinsies. Okay. You guys make it to that sort of halfway point. You're crouched down. Can't quite see the bottom in any sort of clarity. Can't quite see the top in any sort of clarity. Ready to move no matter what. Vash. You watch as the two sort of creep down the stairs. Do you have a spell that you have been sort of readying yourself to cast? You can only hope.
I've been readying mirror image, major image.
Major image. Mirror image. Also a great one to work here. Different approach, but
Freudian slip.
but no, you are preparing your major image. You are creating that rampaging, and you've seen this happen before, in a dragon army camp. So as you draw upon that memory and craft it, you can only hope that the creation of this phenomena is enough for a panic to overlook the sound of your casting from the guard below. And it seems that it is. Immediately the guard is looking around, but as soon as he sees the bullet coming from the ground and raging, creating this ruckus, he's calling for aid in that same strange tongue. Rue, Victoria, you would hear the sound of a distant, muffled call for perhaps reinforcements or aid. You're not quite sure. Again, you don't know this tongue. You hear the sound of footsteps.
All right, cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. I would like a stealth roll during all of this chaos.
From everyone?
No, from the two of you that are trying to find Becklin.
Oh, I thought we were all fighting Becklin.
Oh, they're up on the top. They're up on the patio. Remember? They were
Oh.
outside. So it's Rue and
I
Victoria.
have to
I
maintain
think
concentration.
Victoria is just assuming that he was visible beside them.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes. Um,
I guess
ooh, that is a roll right there. You're moving quickly in the direction that Vash told you. And there are figures that are moving as well. But you all seem to be moving at the same time, because just as the reinforcements are getting out of the table, they've grabbed their items and are about to head out to go see whatever disturbance is in the back patio. Is about the time that Victoria and Rue have descended the stairs. And while they don't immediately spot Rue, they do spot Victoria. And their trajectory changes. You see these 6 figures no longer looking to rush out the back door, but are looking to look at you. And you hear one of the Dragon Army officers shout, "Intruder!" As we are rolling initiatives.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Man, these Lunatari dice are really mediocre.
You
Which
should...
tracks.
Right?
Yeah, isn't Lunatari all about balance?
That's
Yeah.
right.
It sounds like
It's
it.
for flavor.
Sounds like that's right on par. Alright, so this is going to be interesting.
Is it?
It's so hard. Alright, so we've got all those bad boys. It would help if I've got my pencil ready. Alright, so first you act is first act is going to be the bad guys with the Dragon Army officers. Or no, they're just soldiers. The officers are upstairs. That's right. Tomato, tomato. They're all bad. Next to act is going to be then Vass. And then after Vass, Victoria.
I thought I didn't roll too bad either.
Splody boys. They just rolled better. Like, really.
Yeah, holy smokes.
Yeah, that was a nat 20. That's what it was. Our Splody boys, and then the Bone Explosion. It's not the other guys. And then we've got Rue, Hugh, and the other Draconian. So, our soldiers are the first to act, and they've called out intruder, and you guys can hear that upstairs. Hugh, Vass. So now it seems that there is an assault on two fronts to these guys. But they are going to move in and try and go for Victoria, because Victoria is the only one that they see. So these three soldiers will rush up and take some longsword attacks. Uh, 17,
Misses.
23.
That hits.
That'll be 4 points of slashing damage and 2 points of fire.
Okay, so they have magic weapons. All of them have magic weapons?
They all seem to have the same weapon, so perhaps.
Okay.
That is a 14 and an 8 from the next guy.
Misses. They need a 20.
Then just the one guy hits. But that's it for them. So those soldiers. Vass, it is your turn.
Okay. From my perspective, I know that some of them, I know the guy outside is calling for reinforcements. I know that some of them have seen at least one of my companions. Does it look like some people are getting distracted by this illusion? Trying to.
The guy outside is probably most definitely by the illusion, but you can't tell for sure about the people on the inside. But you know for a fact the one downstairs beneath that was on the patio is going to investigate that.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out if Vass would think it is beneficial to keep the illusion going for a little bit longer. See if we can at least divert some attention. Or if he's gonna drop it right away. I think he's going to double down on the illusion for at least one round and have the bullet, however you say it, continue to just rampage, stomp around. Do they roar? Whatever noises bullets make, and just try and like a bull in a china shop for at least this round.
Yeah. There is actually a roar, and I might be able to play it. If Sirenscape loads here real quick.
Boulets on parade.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna have something stuck in my head. Forever.
But yeah, so as that sort of roars around, easily done. And yeah, anything else on your turn?
I'll probably just whisper to Hugh, maybe you should go downstairs and see what happened. It seems like it's gone sideways.
Alright. With that, Vass's turn comes to an end, and Victoria, you've got 3 soldiers around you.
Okay. She's gonna drop her spear and pull her longsword, part of her attack, and slash up the guy that slashed her.
Yeah, go for it.
I think. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Not bolstering rally. Where the heck? Once per turn. So the first attack, I'm gonna use the precise strike, square slam. So I'll have advantage and plus d8 damage. Because we need to smoke a fool. Does 15 hit?
I believe a 15 just misses.
No.
Unfortunately, the 15 does not hit.
Okay. The second attack. 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So we'll go 10 damage. And I mean, why not? I'll put a smite into it for 3d8. If it rolls. Here. Ugh. Fit for an extra 15.
That is one of the soldiers down.
Oh, dang.
Nice.
The soldiers are fodder. God, every army needs them.
And she'll snarl very unladylike at the other two.
Beautiful. It is then our bone explosion guys. And you know what? Why not? Both of them cast enlarge upon themselves, so they just get bigger.
They like bonking their heads on the ceiling?
No. But if they were thick before, they are at least 3 C's thick now.
Chunky with 3 C's.
Yeah. They are chonkers. We love it. But that's their turn. Rhubarb, it's your turn.
Was that 2 of them that did that?
Yeah, so there's 3 Draconians. There are 2 of the Bone Splitty guys, 1 of the Acid Trip that are in here. I love that you guys haven't learned their actual names yet, and it's great.
I mean, how would we know?
I don't know, you interrogate one of these guys?
What do you call yourself?
I don't know, they keep dying and doing weird stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like they've got death throes.
That is a great question. What am I doing? I haven't quite been spotted, or at least targeted yet.
Right.
That could probably change if I draw attention to myself.
Well, so far the only person that has attention on her is Victoria, and it seems all attention is on her.
She is good at grabbing attention.
Yeah, just ask Derek.
Ooh.
Better
Not
step his
the
game
only
up.
thing she's grabbing. Oh wait, what? Did I say that without mute? Shoot.
Captions would have picked it up anyway.
This could go one of 2 ways. Which way do we want to go? Violence or non-violence? That's violence. Shoot. Can I hit all of them in a 30-foot? Is it 30? What's fireball? We're burning this place down. 20-foot sphere without touching Victoria?
You'd not be able to get all of them without touching Victoria, but you could get most of them.
How about a 30-foot cube instead?
No, with the way that you have 3 guys that approached Victoria and got around her. So if you're
Oh,
trying
they're all around. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, crud. Crud.
I mean, you can risk Victoria. She's what, a paladin? Who needs those?
I mean, we just got her back.
I know, I'm being an ass.
Let's see. All my stuff's actions too. Maybe I will save myself for now. She's handling herself. Rhubarb's gonna disappear invisible again. He's casting greater invisibility on himself.
You said it that, and the invisibility on Vass and Hugh?
Yes. Well, Vass is already over, right?
Well, yeah. So, now Hugh is visible, and Rhubarb is gone.
And then, is there any way that I can get farther down the stairs? Like, where's Victoria in relation to this room? Just at the bottom of the stairs?
Yeah. Bottom of the stairs. So, I mean, I'd say you were able to get, like, maybe 10 feet ahead of her before she got caught. Not terribly far, but not also, like, right there either.
Heck yeah. You can go rescue Becklin.
That's kind of what's happening, theoretically. If I can sneak past the Victoria and the guards, I think Rue would kind of invisibly stalk his way down the hall toward where Vast told him that Becklin was. I believe Vast told us.
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
the direction I pointed from upstairs.
Ooh, you've already used your action for the casting of the spell, so... okay, I'll just keep that in mind that you're invisible, and you're making your way towards that room.
Try to see if I have anything else fun to do. Nope, let's just start going toward that room.
Alrighty. Then it is, Hugh, your turn. You are visible once more, and there is a lot going on.
Okay, can I make it up to attack the soldiers, Victoria to help her out?
I'd say you'd have to do some hero landing, jump over the side of the, stair banister. I'd say you can do it. You'd take 1 point of bludgeoning damage for landing on
All right.
an awkward stairway, but you could do it with your movement in that case.
I'll do that, because that's the heroic thing to do.
Hell yeah. So all of a sudden you hear the creak of these old stairs as Hugh drops over the side of the banister. And you're right next to Victoria. You see that there are 3 soldiers right around Victoria. Well, 2 now. One's a body. And then 3 Draconians as well. 2 of them abnormally large, probably by magic.
Alright, I cast Hunter's Mark, and I say, mind if I cut in? And, go full stabby stabbing. So I start with a 20. And then finish with a 10 on the hit.
The 20 hits.
So that's going to be for 15 piercing and
Alrighty.
3 psychic.
Hell yeah. And anything else from Hugh?
I think that's all I can do.
Alrighty. It is our acid trip, his turn, and he sees Hugh jumping down here, and that is a threat. So he's just gonna go right in. So 2 dagger attacks towards Hugh. The first one misses with a 12, and the second absolutely misses with a natural 1. So Hugh, you're able to dance out of the way. And that's it for their turn. So back at the top of the round, we've got our soldiers. And the soldier that was just struck by Hugh is going to turn with a glare, trying to elbow Hugh and then make a stab at Victoria.
Sure.
An 8 will miss Hugh. And a 9 misses Victoria, so it seems that he doesn't do well with crowds. The other one is going to, I need a athletics or an acrobatics check from Victoria.
Oh,
As this guy tries to kick you down.
kick me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
You stand your ground, and when that doesn't work, he's just gonna take his longsword and try and cut right into your throat. But he misses with a 10, so
That is uncalled for aggression.
he is okay with that. Vass, it is your turn.
Okay. So from my perspective, the only schmuck that's fallen for this illusion or that cares about it is the one that was on the patio.
From what you can see right now, yeah.
Okay, now it says it lasts for the duration. I have to conjure it in a point I see, but it lasts for the duration. But I'm assuming that I would still need to be looking at it in order for it to keep going.
If you were trying to have it move in a particular way, I'd say you'd have to see where it's going, and because then you
Yeah.
could run into the thing of if it's just running 30 feet, it goes through a wall, and people then know it's an illusion.
Yeah. Okay, well, it seems like maybe my services would be better implemented elsewhere. So I am going to swear in Infernal, and then I'm going to try and make my way downstairs to see what kind of shenanigans everyone has gotten themselves into. And if I wanted to leap over the rail and make a blade landing, was that an acrobatics check?
I'll say you could just do the same thing. Jump over the side. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, but you can manage.
Okay. There we go. And what do I see? Am I adjacent to a hostile
Yeah.
creature?
We'll say you're adjacent to the other soldier. So you've got Hugh, Victoria, then Bash, and 2 soldiers kind of in the mix.
Is there any of them that are kind of clustered together that aren't in immediate melee?
You've got
With-
the 2 big draconians of unusual size.
Okay. See, I was gonna do something, but it's gonna be loud. I don't know if that's a great idea. So instead, I am going to target one of those draconians of unusual size, and I'm gonna do a little dissonant whispers.
Hell yeah.
That's a wisdom 15.
Oh, that was almost what it needed, and then it's a natural 1.
14 points of psychic damage, and he's going to have to spend his reaction moving as far away from me as possible.
And he shrinks back down to his normal size.
Oh, amazing. Love it. I'm
So,
into it. That's it for me.
beautiful. We love it. So as he's running, it's not Lunatari dice. These are all nat 1s. So, they're tired after the zombie game earlier, so they need a nap. Victoria, it is your turn.
Yeah. Okay. Let me continue smoking these fools in my face. Does a 20 hit
Yeah, 20 will hit.
for 9 damage?
All right, that's
And
1 down.
Oh, snap. Okay. So then the last guy on me, right?
There's only 1 more guy left on you. Yep.
So my second attack at him, a 26 to hit, 11 damage.
All right, he's looking rough, but still on his feet.
Okay. And that's it for me.
All right. The one that had to run away stops now, and as he turns back, seeing Vax, hands move together, and you can see this sort of discharge of lightning coming right towards you. With a 21 to hit Vax.
Yep.
9 points of lightning damage.
I wish it had been fire.
The other one that is still a big boy, is going to go over and he's going to make 2 attacks. One at Victoria and the other one at Vash. So he's going to be kind of in between Vash and Victoria as he lifts his trident.
Trident.
Yeah, he's got a trident.
Pretty.
That is a natural 1 to hit Victoria. And then his attack towards Vass. It's a 21.
That hits.
For that's gonna be 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that's it for those Draconians. As Rhubarb, it is your turn.
I was kind of working my way back the hallway just a little bit, but I assume I'm only, what, like 2 or 3 squares to the east?
Yeah, we'll save that.
I want to turn back and look back toward the fray. Can I see multiple enemies, like 2 enemies engaged with my friends back there?
Yeah, you see the officer and the big Draconian and then the acid trip.
I think they can take that. Rue's going to turn and twin spell a guiding bolt at both of the Draconians, or the 2 Draconians that he can see.
Okay.
So let's see, let's use that. Let's use a sorcery point. Okay, and then I'm invisible with greater, so I have advantage on my attack rolls. So this will go to the closer one
Okay.
to me, whichever that is. That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
For mediocre damage. 10 damage, but he's also glowing. And then to the farther one, we're gonna do a dirty 24 to hit for 13 radiant damage, and he is also glowing.
Beautiful.
And then I'm gonna use my movement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go down the hall to the door on the north side and go 1 square past it, so that if anyone kind of decides they're gonna come out, they're not like barreling right into me, or well, hopefully they're not barreling into me, and they're turning west instead of east.
Okay.
Just kind of slide my body flat up against the wall, hugging the wall as close as I can on the north side.
Sounds good. It is then Hugh, your turn. The Draconian in front of you is glowing, so your next attack will be made at advantage.
Okay. We will, as they say, do that. So that's 25. Yeah, a 25 or. Oof. Disappointing.
Did you add your Dreadful Strikes?
Just the dreadful strikes now.
Ayo, there we are.
And okay, now unclear. Well, I wasn't clear on if I killed the guy Hunter's Mark before had fallen or not.
Yes, Hunter's Mark has fallen.
Okay, so I would be able to have been able to use my bonus action to apply that to this guy,
Yes, you would have.
and that adds 6.
Woo! This guy's looking pretty rough.
Okay, let's go for the kill.
Alright.
13 plus 6, d6 plus 6, 19 damage.
Okay,
Nice.
so I'm gonna need at least Victoria and Hugh to make this. I need to double check on
Ton of them.
the range.
Yeah, will it hit one of his compatriots too, if they're there?
It's going to. So it's unfortunately the only people within 5 feet are Victoria and Hugh.
So Hugh's within 10 feet of me.
Hugh's right next to you.
Right. So he
Yeah.
has a +4 to his saving throw.
Yep. So I need dexterity saves.
Ooh,
I love a dexterity save.
Paladin here.
21.
Oh, 15.
All right.
May be good.
You are fine. You do not get covered in acid as this thing explodes. And man, this is about to be so hectic. The door
It was
opens
like 15 more guys can pull it in.
next to Rue. 6 figures come rushing out, hastily dressed in their armor. The front door opens as the 2 guards that were outside
Okay.
rush in. There could be more movement that's happening elsewhere, but those are just what happens now. So we've got 2 splody guys, 2 acid trips joining in.
How to ruin your DM's night.
Hey, we've got 6 more soldiers. It's just, there's a lot happening. And yeah, it is the soldiers' turn. They're just gonna rush in. 2 of them are gonna try and grab hold of Victoria and try and get you down on the ground. I need 2 athletics or acrobatics checks.
Okay. First one. 23.
All right, you evade that one.
Big money, big money, big money. 16.
Unfortunately, you do not evade this one. His 18 is higher, so you are.
I'm going to spend my inspiration to reroll that.
Go for it.
How about that? How about a 20?
A 20, yeah, that beats out the 18. So as he tries to get you in a grapple, you're able to just throw him off, and he hits the side of the banister, and we've got 2 of them trying to get a hold of Vass. So athletics or acrobatics checks, please.
Oh, well, that is going to be an acrobatics check. A 13.
You are held in place as he gets a 16.
I do not consent to this.
Well,
Struggle snuggle. I don't like it.
it's a very aggressive hold here. The other one, seeing that you are held in place, is going to try and just gonna try and get you down. So go ahead, roll for me another athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay. A 16?
You're able to maintain your standing even in the grapple that the other one has on you, but you are not knocked down to the ground.
Okay.
And then the other 2 are just going to try and push Hugh down. So Hugh, I need 2 athletics or acrobatics checks from you.
15 and 18.
That's fucking crazy. They also rolled a 15 and 18 with the same modifiers. Oh. So it's this stalemate of going back and forth. Hugh, you're able to stand on your feet, but they're right there. They're getting close. You can feel that there's effort there. And then we've got the other guy who's just going to try and stab into Bass, because you're being held in place. And that seems like an easy target. For a 21.
Yep. I wish they'd stop rolling 21.
I know, it's like...
It was.
like, it's only against you, too. Everyone else has got all these
Yeah.
shit rolls. That's 7 points of slashing
know.
damage and 4 points of fire.
That would be 2 points, right?
Yes, you take half.
Okay.
And then a 13 misses on his second attack. And then it is Vas, your turn. You are held in a grapple.
Okay. Dude, I'm just not that into you. Okay. So, am I able to do anything other than try and break out of the grapple? Can I still
Yes. So grapple
do
just
stuff?
means your speed is at 0. It is not quite a restrained condition where you would have disadvantage on anything. You just can't move.
Okay. Where is this guy at in relation to my friends? If I were to do something that was a 15-foot cube, would it get my friends too?
I'd say the only one you'd be worried about is Rhubarb because you can't see him. But otherwise,
Okay. Okay. Vass, I think, is just on instinct going to try to thunder wave this person off of him.
hell yeah. It's a
That's
con
a
save.
Constitution 15. Yeah.
I could give you an 8.
Oh, I would love that 8. That's not a very good roll, but that's 6 points of thunder damage.
And he's pushed off of you.
Nice. Love it.
Oh, the other guy would be over there
Okay.
too. And he also gets an 8.
Love it.
So both of the Dragon Army soldiers that came up to you are pushed away by this, stumbling backwards. And anything else from Vass?
So I'm not currently in melee with anybody, right?
The only other one that you're in melee is the one that had taken the sword attack to you, which is right next to Victoria.
Right. And am I still kind of on the stairs?
Yes, I'd say like you're on like either the first or second stair.
Could I bonus action disengage and then move up the stairs a little bit? Like, not so far that I go around the turn and can't see anything, but like just move out of this guy's melee.
Yeah, totally.
And then that will be it for me.
Beautiful. Victoria, it is your turn. You've got
Hey.
3 guys technically around you.
The guy wounded is still alive?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing for him first.
Go for it.
Is there still a glowing one from my other
just-
guiding bolt?
Uh,
Can't remember. Just the farther targeted 2 draconians, I think.
yeah, he's still glowing, but
And the 15 misses.
15 misses.
Okay, the second attack on him. 23 to hit for 8 damage.
8 damage. Hanging in there, just
Oh,
barely.
damn.
And
Okay, that's it for me.
alright. As Victoria's turn comes to an end, our Draconians are readying themselves. And we'll see what they do after our upcoming ad break. So, hang around. We will be right back to continue along with our story and our combat before we head out. I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us here at Wildwitch RP. They help keep our games affordable, but if you want to directly support us, you can always do so through our Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen and then in our chat room. Donations not just support us at Wildwitch RP and provide your GM much needed caffeine, they also unlock awesome perks for the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. A full list of those perks is available on our Discord, so check us out there, and we'll see you all very soon. We are back, and as we return, it is our Draconian's turn. We've got the one with the trident. Again, going to stab into... So I'm gonna stab into Victoria twice. Yeah, he doesn't like that you're this, fairly adept warrior. That is a 21 and a 13.
That misses.
So that will be 10 points of piercing damage. The other...
No fire damage? Is he
No,
using a regular weapon?
his trident is his normal weapon.
Yeah.
But the other Draconian is going to release another bit of lightning.
Would
Yep. And he will do so at Vass again.
Or Bass.
Poor Vass.
Of course he will.
Hey, it's not a 21 this time. It is a 20 though.
Oh, I think 2. Yeah, yes, that hit. Yeah.
For 6 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And then it is Rhubarb's turn. You can see the door now to the resting place is opened. And there are more guards that are going towards your friends.
Indeed. The guards that came out and ran down the hall, were they humanoid type or draconian type?
They were humanoid.
They're humanoid. And you said it was probably about 6, correct?
You saw 6 of them exit.
If I step... Can I diagonally step through that doorway and just use 5 feet of movement, or do I have to go around the corner? I'm optimizing my movement, potentially.
It depends on what you're trying to do.
I was gonna try and... Well, actually, what I want to do is see if I can see out any of the... I want to look in the room and see if there's any windows that I can see, like, to the outside from.
No. Unfortunately, the rubble is a little bit too dense here to see outside.
Okay. So they're all boarded up and stuff, so I can't
Yep.
get back there. How about I poke my head in and look? Are there still more guards in this room?
Oh yeah, there are 2 that are guarding Becklin.
Okay, but they're just hanging out, huh?
They are armored and weaponed and are keeping an eye out for anyone trying to take their prisoner.
Understood. How far away? The others are like at the bottom of the stairs, correct?
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I backed up all the way to the east end of this hallway, could I keep them out of a fireball range and keep myself out of a fireball range? Or is that too much fireball? It's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Vass is a tiefling, he can handle it.
That's right. I don't even know Vass is over there. I can just probably see Victoria and Hugh, right?
No, you'd see Vass. Vass is, Hugh is on the opposite side of Victoria, farthest away from you. Vass would be closer towards you.
I see.
Can I go up the stairs, though, a little bit?
Oh, you did go up the stairs, that's right! So you did see Vass, and then Vass left.
Got it. What can I do down the hall? What does this do? What does this do indeed? How far away from me is the closest soldier?
Closest soldier would have been where Vass was, so...
Oh, they're down the way.
Yeah, like, they ran to the others. So, like, they're all engaged in everything. The fight is over near the stairs. Or up
Got
the
it.
stairs if you're Vass.
I really want to put a fireball in the middle of that room, then I thought that the soldiers were like still in my hallway, but that makes sense if they ran out and ran around the corner.
Yeah, they went to the where all that fighting's happening.
What is the range on fireball? 150 feet. Oh, so I could like put it all the way over by the hearth or something if I could see over there.
You'd have to get close to that, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm at the door, so I could kind of move 3 more squares to the left and then get like a diagonal back toward those tables and
Well,
put it.
that only would probably get you about 4. Because most all of the fighting, people are in melee and on top of your companions.
Right. 4's still pretty good though. Kind of.
Out of the current right now 11.
Oh. 4's okay. Or we just start single firing them. No. Let's burn this place to the ground. That's more fun. 4's better than 1 or 2.
Okay.
Let's move back 1, 2, like 2 squares west of the door and do like a diagonal shot over toward like those leather chairs so I don't hit my compatriots with the fireball, but then still hit some of the enemies with the fireball.
And what's your spell save DC?
It's a Dex 15.
One of them succeeds from the humanoid officers, and the Draconian that's back there will succeed.
Okey-dokey.
Oh wait, no, you'd actually get more because we had 2 Draconians entering from the front door.
And do I want to reroll anything there?
So,
I need to see all the numbers, D&D Beyond. Every, show me. What do we have? Let's use a sorcery point to reroll the 1 and the 2. To make that a 7 instead of a 3, so that's 35 points of fire damage on a failed save.
alright, so 3 humanoids go down. Even with a successful save, he was already damaged, so he hits the floor. And then we've got 1 failed there, so he's looking pretty bad on the Draconian front, and then the other Draconian that was caught in that failed, and 34 plus what he's taken, and no one's within 10 feet of it, so no one gets covered in the bone explosion, and viscera. So you are now down to 4 soldiers and 3 Draconians, at this current time.
I'm going to use my bonus action to convert a level 2 spell slot into 2 sorcery points, just to have some backup.
Alright, so we've got more sorcery points. As Hugh, we come to your turn. You took down the Draconian that you had moved your Hunter's Mark onto. What would you like to do?
I will move. Is there anyone who I can flank?
Yeah, there's a guy that Victoria's been struggling with. He's looking real hurt.
All right. Victoria, I am coming for you. I bonus action and dancing longsword him.
Hell yeah.
16.
16 just misses.
Okay, and then beneath that I do a stab, but it's gonna miss. And then I get another miss. This is terrible.
Oh no!
I'm entirely ineffectual.
I'm telling you, this guy's a dragon in disguise.
Aren't you flanking?
Oh, that's right.
You could get into a flank, yeah.
So I would have actually, yes. So I would have hit once
Okay.
for 13 piercing and 1 psychic damage.
All right, that guy goes down. So now we only have 3 soldiers and 3 draconians at this current time. There could be other guys that are happening here. Other movements. But that is it for Hugh's turn, as you now have the dancing longsword out. Our Acid Drip boys are going to, as they continue rushing in, they're sniffing out the source of that fire. And they spend their action searching for rhubarb. But you are currently invisible, so you seem to be unfound. And top of the round again, our soldiers are going to go, and they're going to turn and look at Victoria and Hugh, and see that you guys are kind of a problem. They don't know where that fire came from. They don't want to know. They're just going to attack what they can. So, first attack is going to be against Hugh with a 23.
I will carry that.
Okay. And his second attack misses, so your parry throws him off. The other one is going to split his attacks, one at Victoria, one at Hugh. Victoria, a 16, I believe, misses.
It does miss him.
And then a 21 to hit Hugh.
Oh, that would hit. It would be parried, but I can't do that twice.
Unfortunately. That'll be 3 points of slashing damage and 3 points of fire. And then the last one will take 2 attacks at Victoria with a Gentleman's 20
Yep, meets it, beats it.
and a 23.
Oh, that gets it too.
So the first one does 6 slashing and 4 fire. The second attack does 8 slashing and 1 fire.
Oof.
And with that, it is the end of our soldier's turn. Vass, it is your turn. You can hear there's movement upstairs. Likely the officers are starting to get ready to come downstairs.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there is anything that I can do about that situation. If I were to do anything, it would just be buying time. Could I here on the stairs, kind of in that corner, going up a few stairs, and can I ready a shatter for when I see people from upstairs coming down the stairs towards me, and just
If you think that they'll be coming down in that sort of, like, you hear the movement, it doesn't sound as urgent or rushed.
okay, so it doesn't sound imminent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I look in front of me towards the bottom of the stairs, is there any people between me and where Victoria and Hugh are, or are they all on the other side?
They're all on the other side of your companions.
Okay, well then, how many could I get in a 10-foot radius here, ending just in front of Hugh and Victoria.
You could get, so there are two that are right next to Hugh and Victoria, but one is in a flank between the two of them. Oh no, he went down. The other ones are, you could get all three of those that are over near Hugh and Victoria.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we snap our fingers and have them make Constitution saving throws as they hear a painfully loud ringing noise? And this is going to be 15, the DC.
They're horrible tonight. Natural 1, an 8, and a 10.
Lovely. That is going to be 15 points of thunder damage.
Cool. They're not looking too hot here.
And with my bonus action, I will give a bardic inspiration to, let's say Victoria.
Nice.
Okay.
What is that? D6?
No, it's a D8 now.
Nice.
Alright.
And I'm just going to take it on the stairs.
With that, staying on the stairs, Vass, Victoria, we'll come to your turn.
Oh, heck yeah, okay. There's still more guys on my face. The wounded one died. I'm gonna flank with Hugh, aren't I?
Yeah. No, you were. That guy going down, but you can get into a flank with you.
Sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
And then 26 to hit
26 will hit for sure.
for 7 damage. I'm gonna go ahead and add 2d8 smite in there.
Okay.
For an extra 11.
He's down.
Nice. And then I'm sure there's another guy in contact
Yep.
trying to stab me. So I'll use the Solamnic Precise Strike to gain advantage on this one. And extra damage, so a 24 to hit.
Yep.
For 6 plus a d8. You know what? I'll smite him too. So
Why not, right?
yeah. Oh my God, that's why not. A terrible roll. For
He's
7
down.
total. Oh God.
These guys just got fucking shattered. They're already broken inside.
You know what I haven't been doing? I haven't been doing con checks to keep my spell up when I got hit.
Ooh. Go ahead.
I so rarely have a concentration spell up.
Just give me a roll right now, and we'll call it a 10. I don't remember the last one. Yeah, you're fine.
Ooh.
And that is the end of Victoria's turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, we've got one lightning boy who is still kind of big and out there. And he's gonna to look at Vash on the stairs, and thinking that Vash is going to try and get away, casts this spell and weaves together the cobwebs and the dust, breathing new life into them as he creates a web on the stairs underneath your feet.
Oh, this is horrifying.
How terrifying indeed, for someone like Vass. But you'll have to make your dex save at the beginning of your turn, or get caught in the web.
Okay.
But that is his turn, as Rhubarb. We come to you.
Okie dokie. I'm kind of like halfway down that hall. I haven't heard the soldiers guarding Becklin sound like they're gonna come toward me, correct?
It does not sound like those figures are moving out of the room. But you
bet.
are next to the other door, so you would see where the door to the kitchen opens, and the hobgoblin that was inside, covered in his apron and flour, now has like a meat mallet in his hand, ready to fight.
I was wondering about that kitchen.
Yep.
I'm glad that I didn't open the door to it. So there's a hobgoblin kind of behind me, beside me.
Not that he can see you.
Not that he can see me, unless I do things that make him be able to see me.
And you've got those 2 acid trips that are at the end of this hallway trying to smell you out.
Oh yeah, so they're probably like 10 feet away from me or something like that.
Yeah, 10, 15.
Have I seen if they've been hit by my compatriots at all, or are they
No.
like the fresh ones that came in the front door?
These are the fresh ones that came through the front door.
Got it. So many decisions to make. They're acid dudes, huh?
Yep.
Can I cast that? And then, are there still any engaged with Victoria and Hugh, or did Victoria just down the last one?
There's one guy that is over near Victoria and Hugh. And then there's the bone splody guy that's also nearby them, but casted up the stairs, likely towards Vass.
Decisions. Do I see any in the landing area, like south of the stairs, like more toward the tables? Or are they all more gathered toward this stairs?
Y'all haven't really moved too far from the stairs as an entire group, so they're still right at the stairs.
Okay.
This is our bottleneck, even though this is not the way a bottleneck works.
We've reversed the bottleneck in some way. I kind of just don't want them to really get tabs on where I'm located, is the big thing. But I wanted to do actions. Actually, is Sacred Flame Sacred Flame is verbal. Crap. Let's do it. Let's twin spell Guiding Bolt at the 2 acid dudes first.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is gonna be an actual cast this time instead of my class ability. So North Boy gets a 23 to hit for 19 radiant damage, and he is glowing.
He's dead.
Oh. Okay.
He took the worst of the fireball.
Okay. And then second dude gets a 19
That'll hit.
with... Oh, that's a fantastic roll. 22 radiant damage.
22, he's also dead.
Oh, poor boys.
And these guys are only within 5 feet, so there's no one within melee of them, so no one gets struck by these guys' little acid explosions.
And then I'm gonna assume that the hobgoblin would have seen where my guiding bolts came from.
Probably.
And so, as stealthily as I can, I'm gonna try. Actually, those 2 are blocking the hall. Could I kind of make a beeline into the main dining area now? Or is there still someone?
Yeah, if you want to make your way towards that dining area.
Yeah, I want to make my way that way, and keeping out of the way of enemies that might be in the general vicinity. Why not?
Easily done. As you rush over there, Rhubarb, Hugh, it is your turn. You've got one humanoid in front of you, as well as the draconian that is nearby.
Alright. Long swords the bust at the human in front of me. All right, so wasn't sure if I have advantage on this one or not.
This one would not be a flank. This one is closer towards you, than Victoria, so the 20 hits.
Oh, 8 plus 9 damage. 1, so 9 damage. Well under par.
And well under power is enough to kill this guy, leaving just the Draconian, as of now. Vass did hear, of course, that there were some movements upstairs. But anything else on Hugh's turn?
Nothing left to do.
Then top of the round, we come back. They're dead. So Vass, at the start of your turn, I need a dexterity saving throw.
So the Draconian that died was not the one that was casting the spell.
No.
Are you in range of the aura?
I don't know.
You are not. It is only a 10-foot aura.
Well, I'm pretty sure I fail with an 11.
You are restrained by the webbing.
Okay.
So-
Okay. So, in terms of actions,
You could use your action if you want to try and break out.
I could do that. Am I able to cast spells?
Anything that you cast, if it's got a 2-hit roll, is going to be at disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. I don't like this Draconian. He is irritating me. And I'm gonna whisper some spooky infernal thoughts into his non-existent ears and do some dissonant whispers at 2nd level. So that's a wisdom 15 for the guy that cast this spell on me.
He is going to succeed.
Okay, well he's gonna take half of this damage, so half of 11. And I'm hoping he needs to make a concentration check.
He does, and he fails, so your web is gone.
Lovely. So I do have a bonus action. There's nothing on the stairs to hide behind, I'm assuming. There's no, like, rubble or...
You could... The only thing I could think of is, like, you could hide on... But it'd be from the opposite angle by, like, lying next to, like, one of the other stairs. But it'd be more of hiding from what's ever upstairs and not on here. But...
Okay, well, with my bonus action, I'm just going to make a very rude hand gesture at the Draconian that keeps targeting me with lightning and spiderwebs.
Yeah, we love rude hand gestures. With that, it is Victoria's turn. There's really one guy left on the ground floor, and that's this Draconian that is giving vast problems.
Oh, it's a Dragonlance. Can I get on a flank?
No one's in melee of this guy yet.
Oh, he's magic. Okay, so I'll just run up and smack him.
Yeah.
I'll use my last precise strike to get advantage. 23 to hit. Ooh, 5 damage. Oh no, there's a plus 1d8 though. So brings the damage up to 7. And then my assumption is that he's still alive.
Oh, yeah.
Second attack. 25 to hit for 11 damage.
Alright, he's looking rough.
And that's it for me.
Okay. It is his turn, and he is going to take his trident and try and stab it into your chest, Victoria.
That is rude.
He's rude.
That is rude,
I said
sir.
the same thing, but I was on mute.
That's a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
10 points of piercing damage. And an 18 on his second attack misses.
Yeah, misses. Oh, I do need to make that con. He might hit if I fail the concentration check.
This is true.
21, so I passed.
Yeah, you're fine. And then it is Rhubarb. There is a Draconian.
That's it?
Well, you've got the Hobgoblin in the kitchen, but it's not his turn yet.
see. I guess message. I could just call out that there's a hobgoblin in the hallway, but I guess maybe Victoria or he would be able to see that creature.
Not yet. He's not gotten out of the kitchen yet. Like, it's not his turn.
Oh. Oh, I thought he had like stepped out into the hallway a little bit. My mistake. He just opened the door.
Yeah, he opened the door and
What's
you saw him.
going on out here?
Yeah.
Got a grouchy look on his eyes. Someone's interrupting.
If my
dinner
bread
time.
burns during this.
We'll be fast. We'll dispatch you all quickly. And then we'll eat the bread. It'll be perfectly baked by the time we're done with this battle. Perfect. So there's a Draconian there.
Yeah, the Draconian's pretty hurt, pretty busted up, and then no one's touched the Hobgoblin yet.
You know, just to conserve some spell slots for now. Let's just do a cantrip. Let's have him make a DC 15 int save and cast a Mind Sliver on the Draconian.
That's a 12.
Alright. Draconian will take 7 psychic damage.
I need for Hugh and Victoria to make for me dexterity saving throws.
Oh my god. There it is.
So Hugh is fine. Victoria, this thing you can hear the cracking of the bones. Oh wait, I actually have this. And then all that, yeah. The viscera goes wild. You take 6 points of force damage. And he's gone, leaving just the Hobgoblin.
Let's do, let's see, Rhubarb is in the middle of the room, kind of. So let's use some movement to start making our way back to the bottom of the staircase to be closer to my compatriots and just kind of say softly, hey, I'm right over here. I gotcha.
It is Hugh's turn at this point. Hugh, you do not see anyone currently. You did hear Rhubarb, and you did hear a door open, down the hallway. But in this main area, there doesn't seem to be any enemies right now.
I sprint that the slopes down.
As you sprint down towards the area that you heard the doors open, the first thing that you see is a hobgoblin with flour on his face, an apron, and a meat mallet in his hand.
I look him up and like, hi?
And he points the meat mallet at you. You're the intruder!
Oh. I'm going to try and disarm him because I don't want to, you know, I have a soft part, spot for Chef, so.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead, make it a attack, and you can just forego the damage to try and knock this thing out of his hand.
Okay, so that was 21.
Yeah, you knock it right out of the hand. And he looks between
Okay.
you and the meat mallet that he was holding.
I have one more attack, so I'm just gonna point my blade towards him and like, I suggest you get back to your kitchen.
I'll say, so instead of, like, I'll let you kind of swap this. I'll say roll for me an intimidation check.
Okay. Oh, that's a 6.
He sort of, a little confused, but, like, his chest sort of, like, inflates a bit here. He probably does not appreciate, the directive. Anything else from Hugh?
That'd be it.
Alright,
Actually, I get my dancing longsword is going to try and make the point that he should have accepted my mercy when I gave it to him.
hell yeah, go for it.
12.
A 12, let me double check, because he's not in his full armor right now, so 12 might actually hit. Yeah, a 12 will just hit this guy outside of his armor.
Give him a warning slash for something that.
Alright. It's his turn after that, and, seeing that his mallet has been disarmed, he's going to reach over for the next thing, and he pulls this cleaver, and is going to take a swipe at Hugh. But both of those will miss, the highest being a 13. Vass, it's your turn. You can hear, Hugh having some sort of, heated conversation down the hallway as he had ran that way.
Okay. I use part of my movement to come down the stairs, and I'm like, we have to get Becklin and we have to get gone. We're about to have company coming from upstairs. And then I'll head down the hallway towards where I know Becklin is. However far I can get with my movement.
Alright,
I can't, if I'm attacking I have 40, but I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, so I don't think I can quite get to the door.
yeah, no, but you would be able to see the, kitchen duel,
Okay. Vass is so done with this, he's not having any of it, so he's just gonna be like, you know what, Dissonant Whispers for you.
Okay.
To the Hobgoblin.
Go for it. Let's get
Wisdom
that.
15. This is the second level. I'm gonna cast it out again.
That is a 9, he fails.
Lovely. Have him take 9. That was a really horrific roll. 9 points of psychic damage, but he does have to move as far away as he can from me right now.
And that will provoke an attack of opportunity from Hugh if he would like to utilize that.
I will do that.
Ooh, unfortunately the 10 misses. But, with that, Victoria, it is your turn.
Okay. So there's no one in front of me who's down the hall fighting someone.
Yep, you can see the fight, you can hear it. You heard Vass saying that you need to get Becklin and get out of here.
Okay. I'm gonna put 20 points of lay on hands on myself. Just to keep herself in the fight. So I think that's an action.
Okay.
Yep, that's an action. So then movement, I'll move down the hall towards where everyone's...
Great, you see the kitchen duel.
Wow, okay then.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Rue, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's start moving back down the hall as well, because I saw my friends squirrel
Yeah.
daddle past me, right?
Yeah. Oh, oh.
I'm resurrecting old puns. Yeah, let's move as far as Rue can down the hall with his regular movement. Does that make sense? Why wouldn't I just dash instead? Yeah, let's... Which end of the, not that it really matters, but which end of the barracks room was Becklin being held on?
To the west. So, if you're on the map, you can see where there's the bed that's all the way against the western wall,
Okay.
away from all the debris.
Rue is going to... Actually, yeah. Use the dash action to get as far down the hallway as he can without going into the room with Becklin. But keep going past the doorway and the kitchen duel. And as he goes by, just say there's to the others, there's 2 more guards in there with Becklin against the the western wall to the left when you go in. I'll keep an eye on the hallway.
So, as you all rush forward, I'll say for the purposes of this battle, our chef, due to the dissonant whispers, will find a place to hunker down and hide. Meaning you all are able to make your way towards the room, towards Beckling. And we'll see if you are able to rescue her in our next session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I'll see you guys in our next stream, but until then, head over to willtowitch.com. Check us out there. Join us in our Discord to jump in a game yourself. And as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps.